So I know it wasn't a huge hit when it was released originally back in 1987, but Arnold Schwarzenegger's The Running Man somehow found its way into the zeitgeist, if only because of its campy pleasure qualities here. And of course that means that Hollywood was eventually going to make a remake. Hey everybody, I'm Sean McBride, the movie guy, and today let's talk about that remake, The Running Man.
Welcome to The Running Man.
Contestants will be hunted for 30 days. Anyone can kill you.
Hunt them down!
Survive, and you will walk away with $1 billion.
Based on Stephen King's story, The Running Man takes place in a dystopian future where society is stratified into the haves and the have-nots. The poor will do anything to survive, including signing up for a game show where they're literally being hunted to death, and that show is named The Running Man. Now, I think it's funny, this film is set in a far future time, and when Stephen King wrote this novel in 1982, that far future time, 2025. So we're here, folks. Anyway, Glenn Powell stars as a guy who's desperate to earn enough money to save his sick child, so he agrees to compete on the show, even though he realizes that he might get killed. Still, he needs the money, and it turns out he's pretty good at surviving. So I do like Glenn Powell in the leading role here. I mean, he's very good at the action stuff. He's obviously a great looking guy, so that's half the battle here. But more importantly, he's very game to do silly things that might be required for this movie. And this premise is kind of a silly premise, so you know there will be some silliness here. And he does it all. He doesn't bat an eye. He just goes for it. And it's a lot of fun to watch. And Powell is in alone here. James Brolin playing the producer of the show. He's the main adversary. He makes for a delicious villain, someone you really want to punch in the face. There's Coleman Domingo. He's got his charisma turned up to 100 playing the show's host. I absolutely loved him. Michael Cera's a lot of fun in a very small role. And we also get supporting turns from people like William H. Macy and Daniel Ezra. Now, if you remember the original show, there's also a group of hunters who are being sent out into the field to kill this man. And the original one, those hunters were over-the-top characters like Dynamo, whatever. They were so campy. This time around, they're not as campy, which means they don't make as much of an impact. I'm not sure that the hunters part of this story really works. Also not quite working, the film wants to be a commentary on modern life, especially the idea that TV is kind of an opiate for the masses and that it's so easy to rile up the poor with their impossible dreams about a better life. Okay, I get it, TV, but it sure seems like it should have been modernized to make it social media and the internet. It seems like an obvious choice and a bit of an odd miss. Now, one of the main reasons why people were excited for this remake is that it was directed by Edgar Wright. And there are a lot of people, myself included, who think that this is a very fun, a very unique director. We were curious to see him put his unique directorial stamp on this film. And I gotta tell you, I'm not sure he really did anything special or unique here. It's almost as if a big Hollywood studio asked this director to come in and make a big Hollywood studio movie, and he did just that. And look, the problem is that we were hoping for something more than that, but I'm not going to slam the guy for just giving us competent directing here, because I think the film is well made. It's got good action, good special effects, it moves well. Like I say, nice action, a lot of action. It does still feel a little long at times, but not so much that it's hard to sit through. Look, like I said, I had hoped for a more unique directorial take from Edgar Wright, but for disposable action filmmaking, you could do a lot worse than The Running Man. I give The Running Man 2.5 stars out of 4. It's been a banner year for Stephen King movies. This is the fourth of his stories to be turned into a movie this year. Which one did you like the best? I liked The Life of Chuck, but I thought The Long Walk was also pretty good. This one not quite on that level here, but what did you think? Feel free to comment below. Of course, subscribe to this channel so you get all of my reviews just as soon as they come out. And subscribe to the podcast, Two Movie Guys it's called. My friend Joe Fryer and I get together every week and we chat about all the week's big new movies. Just search for Two Movie Guys, the number 2 Movie Guys, wherever you get your podcasts. Okay, we're just getting started. The other big film in wide release this weekend is the third film called Now You See Me, Now You Don't 3. So there's 3 of these films already. What did I think about it? We'll talk about that next. I'll see you then. Bye.